everybody. We're back again. And today, what I wanted to do is actually talk about a different view of how investors actually invest. And we talked about on the last video about the rational investor. Today, we're going to talk about how our behaviors actually have a huge impact in how we invest. And so it's more of the real world view of how we invest. And so the observations that we've seen, and this is, I mean, again, this is from looking across many years and many different types of investors, is that investors actually act irrationally. I mean, due to biases, heuristics, and emotions. And when I say what I mean by heuristics is that we create certain processes where there is really no validity behind it or any sort of actually analysis behind it of how we should maybe invest or what we should be looking for, when we should be buying, and a whole bunch of other things actually. And biases, obviously, we may prefer different sectors or have a favorite sector, and it may not be always the best sector. Okay. The other thing that we do is our decision making is influenced by fear, greed, regret, overconfidence, and loss aversion. I mean, overconfidence is a big one. If we've gotten it right maybe a couple of times on a couple of stocks, then we feel like the next one is going to be just as good. And we may not do all of the analysis that we should do. Regret, that's a major one. When we see things going up, stocks going up, if we don't buy, we feel like we're going to miss out, and greed and fear also comes along with that. So, and the other thing that we do is we actually make the information fit whatever we want it to be. That's the other thing that we do. And we do quite a bit of that actually. And it's called confirmation bias. Some of the key concepts, mental accounting, we like to have separate accounts and actually treat them differently, where in reality, they need to be, need to be looked at as one large portfolio and allocated in that manner as one large portfolio. The other thing that that's a concept that we see quite a bit of is prospect theory. And what that means is that, we look at losses and gains very differently. Even though the gain might be the same as the loss as far as the difference, we still look at that loss as being very, very bad. And it is bad, but a lot worse than what the gain was, even though, again, they're the same. And from a utility standpoint, they should be looked at the same, but it's not. And the other thing is herding behavior. We love to follow crowds. We do it all the time. If we see the majority actually liking something, we tend to also follow suit and just like it too. Maybe, like I said, it could be on a stock. We see a lot of people buying, the majority of retailers, maybe institutions, and we just follow suit. We don't even actually do our own analysis. We just follow suit. So again, these are the key things. Again, it becomes part of us. We all have to deal with it, and it changes that rational behavior again to a case where, again, there is more of the emotion